Hello class, today we're going to have a look at DC Universe Classics Wave 9 figure number 5, Mantis. Now I'm told this is the Superpowers version. I know it's the alternate one, and we'll look why at the back in a second when we look at the back of the figure here. It comes with a piece of chemo, an arm, which is excellent. You can see it in there. If we look at the back of this figure, besides the fact we can see the package has seen better days, which, you know, is okay, because I'm probably just going to open it anyway. We can see we can also get Wildcat, Deadshot, The Guardian, Black Adam. Hey, there's Mantis. That doesn't look like the Mantis we have. This must be some kind of alternate Mantis. Black Canary, and then there's Chemo. I think I mentioned Green Arrow. I don't think I'm going to go into the biography of Mantis too much, because in this case, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be the same character or not. I don't really know a lot about this thing. I may have to have a look on Wiki. Geez, the evil professor may have to learn something. But at any rate, it is going to have a piece of chemo. That's nice. The Mantis that we have here is from Apocalypse, which I still may need to get because I like kind of building this Apocalypse army that they seem to throw one figure in every wave. So that's our look at the packaging for Mantis. As I said, this one's had the packaging's had the crap beat out of it. But I don't care. We're going to open this figure up and we're going to look at this funny looking robot named the Mantis. Be back in a second. Alright, we're back. We are still looking at Mantis, the robotic version, which is, I guess, kind of a newer version of the DC Superpowers figures. Let's give you a quick look at, at this figure before we talk about him a little bit more. Amazing amount of detail and work went into this figure. A lot of new bits, like as you can see, for the most part, it's not like they just recycled the whole figure, which a lot of DCU figures have. We can see here on the back, that's kind of a standard kind of torso. And then the arms, at least to the elbows, looks like it's kind of a generic thing. It seems like after that, it's all new stuff. So we can see the amount of detail here on his head. If we move that side to side. On the chest, we've got the plates here. I guess they're kind of like shoulder guards. We've got the back here. I think I heard someone say that's part of a parademon. I don't know. He's got a print of something on his butt. Whatever. And again, even his legs, we can see the full amount of detail. It's not like they just use a whole bunch of reused parts. Actually, I lie a little bit. If we look at the bottom of the thigh there, that's a reused DC figure piece. But still, you know, we can see that there is a lot of new detail to this figure, and that is pretty cool. In terms of his articulation, we can move his head all the way around. It does get stuck a little bit sometimes on these. The arms, we're not going to move a whole lot, because, oh, there we go. Jeez. Oh, all the way around, I think. Maybe, if not, then his arm's going to be stuck backwards forever. Oh, that was a little bit tough. We can still move them up and down. We can rotate the arm here like most arms on DCU figures. The elbow bends, and I'd say the hand, but the kind of pincers we got here at the front, they move around as well. We can rotate him 360 at the waist, which is nice. He does have the joint to move forwards and backwards, so we can do that a little bit, but it doesn't do it too much. The legs we can move a little bit because of the way his hips are. While he does have the joint, the leg isn't going to move out all that much. We can rotate here at the thigh, we can bend at the knee, and then we can bend here at the ankle as well. Now the one thing I should point out is that this figure literally just came out of the package. And his top is so heavy. The top of this dude is so heavy that he does fall back pretty easily. His knees do kind of buckle under his own weight. Not too much we're going to be able to do about that. In terms of his coloring, now see, I don't know what this figure is supposed to look like, but as we can see, you know, he's Mantis, so lots of green on there. His head is kind of insectoid. We've got the eyes. The eyes are actually pretty cool. If we can get a closer look at them, we can see they've sculpted in that they're supposed to be bug eyes, which is bright red, which is nice because most of the figure, you know, is that kind of yellow color with the green. So it's nice that they've got that one really strong accent. I don't really know too much else what to say about this figure. I don't know a whole lot about it. The articulation is decent. The knees are mildly annoying. That's gonna be an issue, I think. You know what? We're gonna take a cut, and I'll be back in 1 second. Class. After some technical difficulties, we are back. even though through the magic of the internet you didn't notice. But anyways, still talking about Mantis, and we were just mentioning that he has some problems with his knees. Stand up. Whoa, maybe. Almost, there we go. Now, much like the other Mantis, the Apocalyptian Mantis, this figure does come with a piece of chemo. You can see there. You can see the little rubber band that's still holding the hose together, and I guess I'll just leave it like that. Just to give you a quick reference for how big it is. It's almost as big as Mantis is here himself. That's really about it. The only thing that's kind of a shame, though, is that if you buy the other Mantis, because it's a different figure, you're going to have a couple arms of chemo that are the same side. And really, what are you going to do with it? That I don't know. I guess you see a lot of these floating around on eBay. So back to Mantis himself. No other real accessories for him. Now, if I was going to give this figure a grade, I would have to give it, you know what? We're going to say a B+. The amount of detail in the mold and the sculpt are absolutely amazing. That is really, really cool. I just love the amount of detail they put in it, even on his legs and all the little bits. Why would I not grade? What keeps it from getting into the A level, if you will? Well, first and foremost, the lower joints are very weak. And he's going to have a hard time standing up. And it's just because, partly weak joints, and partly because he is very flippin' top heavy. Like, this thing's got a little bit of heft to it. And also just because, I don't know, it's kind of obscure to me. I have no idea what this thing is. I hate to say it. Kind of reminds me of an evil Ninja Turtle, robotic Ninja Turtle. Anyone remember what was his name? Metalhead? From Ninja Turtles? Kind of reminds me of that. He's got the green and he's robotic and he's large. No. He looks like something Shredder created. But I guess that's okay. But at any rate, that is our look at Mantis. If you see, it might not be bad to pick up. It's a cool looking figure. I don't know anything about the history. And we might have a hard time standing it up. But it is pretty decent. Pretty decent. It is pretty good. So, if you see it, it might be worth having, especially if you are a completionist for the DCUC figures. At any rate, I think that's about it for this lesson. Thank you very much. Class is dismissed.